if Mr. Wittman has any more comments, I would yield time to him.
I thank the gentleman for mentioning the incremental steps being taken when these lead restrictions begin. I take you back to 1991 when the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service started to say, we're actually going to limit the use of lead in the harvesting of waterfowl. Guess what ultimately happened? Nationwide ban. Nationwide ban. So, for those that said, oh, no, it's not going to get to a carte blanche, we have history that shows these things end up in these carte blanche modes. Now, if the science demonstrates that, if the science supports that, then that's fine, but not when you don't have the underlying data in science to support it. And incrementalism does happen. If a little bit of something is good in people's minds and you get the camel's nose under the tent, then guess what? Bring the whole camel under the tent. Say, well, if a couple of lead bans are good here and there, then it must be good for the whole nation. If we use science, why should anybody be afraid of using science? I mean, this should be about what we're all about. Why should anybody object and say, let's base these decisions based on science? It's just confounding to me that we say, oh, no, we have to give this limitless authority to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and it is a carte blanche authority for them to, in any way, shape, or form, say, let's just go out there and ban lead. And there's no obligation for them to say, we have to demonstrate the science to show that this is indeed an issue. Instead, you say, just go ahead and do it. If you wake up this morning and go, I have this feeling, I have this sensing that somehow there's a problem with lead and wildlife in the refuge that I manage, we're just going to go ahead and ban it. There's nothing that stops that. It doesn't say that you have to use science to do that. And we see incrementally, guess what? These things happen. In 1991, we saw it transfer to a nationwide ban on the use of lead. Now, I would argue that in that situation, there was some science to substantiate that, but the jump from localized to nationwide was a big jump. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.